Welcome to Talk of the Town, everyone. We hope you are having a wonderful summer. Kim, how's your summer shaping up?
Well, Marie, it's been great. I've had a little time for family and a lot of time for Talk of the Town.
No, we have. We've been having a great summer. We have an action-packed and maybe somewhat shocking show this month.
Wait till you see it.
We will share a recipe for a delicious, cool summer salad.
Yum. Plus, we try out the latest craze and fly through the treetops on a zip line. And that's just part of the fun we had at CBK Adventures.
Yes, it is. Summertime is also when many people take up the hobby of fishing. Now, Kim and I are definitely not seasoned fishermen, are we?
No way.
But when we were invited on a fishing charter, we got our fishing licenses and decided to give it a try.
And you know what? We had a great time.
We did.
Okay, well, of course, everyone knows about the biggest holiday in July. It's Independence Day. And we all know how to celebrate that holiday. There's lots of food and fun and even some fireworks. But how do you celebrate National Nude Day? That's right, National Nude Day. It's on July 14th.
I know.
It's the time when we celebrate our birthday suit. So we found a local resort celebrating every day in the buff.
Talk about all natural. The next topic is all natural too, but a little on the tamer side. All natural homemade mint tea. It's easy and delicious, and I'll show you how to make it.
I think I could use some right now. Well, and if this summer means you're heading to the shore for a family holiday, and like us, you always bring back seashells, well, we've got some craft ideas to get those shells out of the beach bucket and on display.
That's right. But first, have you ever wished that you could wake up in the morning with your makeup already done?
Only every single day of my life.
I know. Wouldn't our life be so much easier?
Ta-da! Oh,
Ta-da!
it's done already.
I just woke up and ta-da, I'm ready to go, right?
Yes, it would
Well,
be
we start
wonderful.
the July show by welcoming someone who can make that happen. Kelly Pazda is the owner of Good Morning Gorgeous. Kelly, first, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us today.
It's a privilege to be here.
Tell us about Good Morning Gorgeous.
I love the name.
You like the name.
What
I
a
know.
great name
That's
for
what
a
I thought when I saw it too.
I had started this business and I didn't know what to name it. You know, so many things go through your mind. And my boyfriend at the time, after I had my eyes done first, I woke up in the morning and that's what he said to me, Good Morning Gorgeous. And that is how the name came about.
All right, let's talk about this permanent makeup.
Okay, permanent makeup. Every woman needs permanent makeup. Okay, it saves so much time. And also,
hurt.
that is the number one question.
That's always my number one question.
Number one
Of course
question.
it is.
Exactly.
Because it's a needle, right?
It's a needle. I have a digital needle, and it adjusts to, some people have tougher skin from tanning, but this adjusts automatically because everybody has a different texture to their skin. And everybody has, like we talked about, Marie, a different pain sensitivity.
Right.
Okay?
I got a very,
A weak one?
it's a low pain sensitivity. Although, you know what?
Fine.
I did go through childbirth a couple of times. I think women have a higher tolerance for pain than men, but still, it's the needle thing. I'm
Yeah.
afraid of needles.
So am I.
Okay.
So am I. No, you know, we use a topical anesthetic. Okay, it's epinephrine, lidocaine, and benzocaine. And as we go along, if you feel anything, I will stop and put more on, you know, so that you're completely comfortable. And there's been people that just relax and fall asleep, actually.
Tell us what you have done, because looking at you, your makeup looks so natural, you know,
Thank you.
and that's what that's what most women would want. I mean, I know that there are people who come to you want extremes, and that's what I
Exactly.
think people think when they think permanent makeup. They're thinking the extremes. They don't think
Exactly.
somebody can look like you.
Exactly.
So tell us what you've had done, and
Okay.
they're
That's
taking a picture of you so people can see it at home right now.
That's exactly. You want it to look natural. Okay, you don't want to look like you had a tattoo, you know. And it's actually called micropigmentation because it's a much smaller needle because your face is delicate. So as far as the eyebrows, okay, we leave as many eyebrow hairs in as possible, all right, so it looks natural. And we just pluck away the ones that don't go along with the program. So you can have those perfect eyebrows according to the shape of your face.
And your eyebrows are done, I take
My
it.
eyebrows are done, my eyeliner is done just on the bottom, and my lips are done also, but I like frosty look, so I put lipstick on top of it.
Well, of
You
course,
know,
yeah,
but yes, that's what we do. Eyebrows, eyeliner. If you don't like an eyeliner, you can go in between the eyelashes. There's 3 to 5 rows of eyelashes. So you can go right in between, so it just frames the eyes. Because the first thing you want to see when you look at someone is their eyes. That's the first thing you want to notice, the windows of the soul.
All right, now we wanted to show all of you how all this stuff works. So we went to Kelly's salon in Nutropoli and met Kelly's good friend Tina, and she agreed to have her eyebrows done. And well, after that, you'll have to wait and see. So here's Tina, take a look. All right, well, and we've got a surprise. Tina is here to show off her new look. So now let's take a look at her before and after. There you see Tina. Oh, she's all smiles now. You know what? The results are subtle,
Yes.
but very noticeable. But if she was
Amazing.
seeing, you know, like her boyfriend is going to pick up on it or her spouse right away, but maybe someone that she hasn't seen in 10 years is just going to think, wow, she hasn't aged a bit.
It looks natural.
Yeah.
It looks natural. And
Look at
lips,
her.
her
Tina,
lips too.
what do you think? I know I was there that first day with you, so I know how nervous you were about this.
Yes.
What was the experience like?
Wonderful. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that I did it. Really, I am.
Now, you didn't stop at just her eyebrows.
No.
And I noticed that her lip is much more defined now. So you did her upper lip?
And that's what usually happens. Once they're comfortable and they realize they can trust, okay, because we're drawing the procedure on first. We're taking a picture so that you can see it in the camera, all right? So you know exactly how it's gonna end up, actually, how the finished product's gonna be. We draw it on first. So after she realizes that it doesn't hurt that much and it's comfortable and she's comfortable with me and just the surroundings, then she wanted her lip done.
And you did more than that too. You did
And
everything,
then
right?
she wanted her eyes done. Yes. And actually, I did this on purpose. I just did her eyes. The top is an eyelash enhancement. I'm just going in between the eyelashes because, again, she doesn't want a very made-up look because she's used to nothing at all. A lot of times people come back then and they'll do more. They want more and more when they get used to this. And we might do that. But the second most asked question is for eyeliner, am I going to get bruised? How swollen is it going to be? I purposely did the top enhancement yesterday and the bottom eyeliner this morning.
Wow.
Okay?
All right,
No
This is what-
recovery. No recovery.
Tina, stare into that camera because I want our cameras to be able to get a close-up of just your eyes so that everybody at home doesn't have to be afraid of that. So, and she's chemically sensitive to begin with.
Right.
Exactly.
So someone who's used to makeup,
And that was done today.
yeah.
And it feels fine, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, neat. Very, very
I'd
neat.
also like to note there's a follow-up procedure where perfection is actually, that's when you get the finished product because as it heals, just like a tattoo, some falls off, it could scab a little, okay? And then as you get used to it, you might want to get a little braver, okay? And the color changes as it heals. As you notice, they're a lot more natural Actually, the color diminishes by 30%. Okay, from when you first have it done. Okay, so it's pretty dark at first. However, so this was just done. She didn't even come back for her touch-ups yet for perfection. But I wanted the people to know this is how it is. And because a lot of people don't know, they have a lot of misconceptions.
Honestly, not really.
But are you a wimp? That's
No.
really what I need to know.
I don't like needles at all. I'm definitely afraid of needles, absolutely. And that was one of the big questions that I had for her. Like, a needle, you know, and it's going to hurt. You're going to put this on my eye. And it was like, but once you had the eyebrows done, it was a breeze. It really was.
And you look wonderful.
Thank you. I feel wonderful. I really do. You know what? It's a perfect title for the business, you know, because you wake up and I ran right to the mirror to see is it still there? It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere.
And it's not smudged and running down your face.
It's not. You don't have to do anything. You don't even feel like you have anything on. It's wonderful, and I would never think that for me.
Well, Tina, thank you for volunteering for this, because I know that you were nervous about it when Kelly asked you, but it means a lot to our viewers to see all this at home, and I'm so glad that you're happy with it too.
Absolutely.
Kelly, thank you for joining us and telling us about your business. And Kelly has a great gift for one lucky viewer, a service of your choice. So that means they're going to meet with you. Whoever wins this is going to meet with you and figure out what would be best for them in the permanent makeup world, right?
Exactly.
And what a great gift. Thank you.
It is.
Thank you
Very
very much
welcome. Thank you.
for doing that.
Yay, so all you have to do is go to our Facebook page.
That's right.
Facebook.com/Talk13 and you have a chance to win. All right, we're gonna take a break. We've got so much more to talk about. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Things are really going to get moving now. Marie and I hit the treetops at Camelback Resort to take part in their newest outdoor adventure. Now, you've probably seen people sailing through trees on a zip line. Well, we decided to give it a try.
We did, and we flew through the trees as part of a ropes, obstacle, and zip line course. It's the only one of its kind in the Poconos, and at CBK Adventures, we were harnessed in and ready to hit the course.
Well, you know what? You can go first.
All right, here we go. Don't look down.
Marie, you're a natural.
I don't know about that.
So you're not supposed to just bounce, right? Well, you beat me at golfing last month. So.
That's true. She's trying to get me back.
Now, Marie wins all of our things. I know that's you, Marie.
It's a treetop obstacle course, great for the family, great for a first date, I always like to say, or a second date. It's a fun place to be. It gives you a lot of chance to test your strengths, test your fear of heights if you have any. And it's a lot of fun. There's zip lines, moving bridges, Tarzan swings, lots of fun for pretty much anyone of any age.
Success. That was cool.
We have the 6 treetop courses. We also have an explorer course, which is for the younger kids. So if you want to bring kids, it's only 10 feet off the ground, which is great for little kids. We have adults that come here with their teenage kids, and they always say, you know, oh my God, I made my teenager smile, which is always, I guess, you know, in those teenage years. It's a lot of balance work too. So it helps with balance, and you're always clipped in, so it's very safe. If you do fall, you would only fall one foot because of the clip that you're in. It's very safe.
I'm right behind you. Hey, get your foot off my log.
All right, I'm moving. Yo, Kyle! How do we get over there?
You're in for a ride, girls. You're gonna have to grab that green cord right behind you, pull it down. It's gonna bring a swing over to you.
A swing? That's a rope!
Clip in, hang on, and come on over.
I'm not sure if this is Tarzan-like, but I'm sure it won't be graceful. I almost made it!
I got caught with my feet, just like you said.
This is a crazy one.
Hi, Ryan.
Ready? Get set, go!
Justin was right!
That, actually, Roman cannot work this Sunday.
I can't believe you won!
Well, Marie, I have a confession to make.
What? Did you cheat?
Well, I won the zip line race, of course, but Justin did give me an extra tip to help me beat you to the bottom.
What did he say?
He told me to curl up like a ball, and it maybe gave me a little extra speed. I don't know. I couldn't stay curled up in a ball for that zip line course, so there's no way to know, but we can call it a draw, okay?
Oh, no, that's very nice, but no, you won fair and square, even if you cheated
I
a
don't
little
know,
bit. You celebrate your victory. I'm not a sore loser, right?
All right.
Good job. Good job.
It was a blast.
All right, well, we want one lucky viewer to enjoy a CBK adventure in the treetops. Just be sure to visit our Facebook page and like the correct photo for your chance to win a pair of tickets. Remember, it's facebook.com/talk13, and good luck.
And what a great time. Well, and we're going to go back to nature for our next segment. Remember I said earlier, July 14th is National Nude Day. Woo! Well, and some people may like to parade around in their birthday suits. Others, they're a bit shy about going all natural.
Well, we uncovered, good script rating.
Thanks.
We uncovered a nudist resort in Carbon County. It's been operating for over 60 years, and the visitors bear it all. We decided to drop everything and pay Sunny Rest Resort a visit.
From elbows to toes, the guests at Sunny Rest Resort in Palmerton are bearing it all. And while we can't show you everything, Marie and I will do our best to give you an idea of what it's like at a nude resort. One of the big questions is where we're going to put this microphone.
Let's figure it out. Out of her hair. Out of her hair.
It doesn't take long to realize the volleyball game in the pool and everything else is happening all natural. And no one seems to be the least bit interested in covering up.
What do you think is the fascination of being naked? I mean, general USA, people in the USA, this makes them very uncomfortable.
Well, it's all about being free and just being comfortable without your clothes on and not having to wear a sticky, wet bathing suit all the time. It just feels more natural, not having to wear clothes and just the freedom of no clothes.
I would think that there would be a lot of like staring and, and naked hanky-panky going on, because to me, when you take your clothes off, that's where it's going.
But people are used to seeing other people nude, especially even if it's somebody's first time. It might be surprising at first, but they're expecting it when they come here, so I think it's not too much of a surprise. And on top of that, you get used to it very, very quickly. I've heard from many first-time guests that as soon as they take their clothes off, they're pretty much equal, to the other people, and everybody else is nude. So they don't really see a problem with it. It's something that you surprisingly get used to very, very quickly. And I've heard that from staff members as well, from seeing, guests being nude.
You're
coming here just to be able to enjoy, truthfully, the way God's created us. And so,
freedom.
you know, yeah. And we came from a very
Freedom
kind
in
of...
an uptight society.
You know, I was a bit uptight in the beginning, but now it's starting to feel a lot more natural.
Well, there's no need to pack much if you're thinking of a getaway to Sunny Rest Resort. In fact, you can leave your suitcases and all your clothes at home. The only thing you need is sunscreen, and they sell it there.
Yeah, we do sell it in the office, and I'm sure I sold a couple bottles today already. So sometimes people do forget their suntan lotion, but it's definitely a necessity.
And then they come in with burnt buns asking for something.
I know, the first time I was out in the sun, I got burnt in places that I had never seen the sun before.
So as we continue our travels at Sunny Rest, we found one of the longest standing practicing nudists ever here at Sunny Rest.
That's right, and we're going to introduce him to all of you. Irv Mesher, he's been in the buff for over 5 decades. I guess you save a lot of money on clothes.
Absolutely. I hate clothing, and there's a reason why I hate clothing.
Why is that?
share.
You have to tell us.
I was in the Navy in World War II, had to wear a uniform. I was also a professional musician in New York City, played with some of the big bands for 30 years. Had to wear a uniform or a costume or a tuxedo. Then I joined the New York City Fire Department. I became a battalion chief in the New York City Fire Department in the South Bronx. I had to wear a uniform, a work uniform, dress uniform. And I said, I have to get out of these clothing. I have to be myself. I have to be Irv again. And my wife and I came here, checked out the place. We fell in love with it.
At 86, Irv has bared it all over the years and uncovered the secret to happiness. And the naked truth is, he's just happier without clothes. And so is everyone else at Sunny Rest.
Don't expect to come here and see the most beautiful people in the world, with the one exception of this beautiful girl. They're just normal people. You have to be comfortable with yourself, and once you're up here and you realize you are what you are, you'll find that you'll have a great time up here.
Do you ever want to put your clothes on?
Every time I walk out the gate.
I think it's all or nothing.
You think we should throw in the towel?
You know, don't know what it's like until you try it, and it's great. It's so freeing, and it's just something that I think everyone should at least try at least once in their life. And once you do try it, I'm sure you'll want to keep doing it.
I don't know, so what do you think?
I don't know if I could do this every day.
Yeah, me either. I like shopping too much.
You know, I'm all about fashion. Well, that was definitely an eye-opening experience. Now, if you think that you're ready to take a vacation from your clothing and try a nude resort, well, we have a chance for you to drop your towel, get naked.
Sunny Rest Resort is giving 2 viewers the chance to win day passes to their resort. The winners get to take a friend, so we will have 4 naked winners. Just check out our Facebook and like the right photo. Remember, it's facebook.com/talk13. Good luck. When we come right back, a great summer salad recipe that is really simply something. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Well, summer is a great time for lots of reasons, one of which is all of the fresh fruit.
That's right, and Debbie Rizika is here with us from Simply Something. And Debbie, thank you so much. You're one of our favorite guests.
Thank you. We loved having you last time, and that's why we asked you back, and I know you have some good ideas today.
I do. I thought since it's summer, we would do salads and desserts, light desserts, and a salad, something that's different. You know, you normally get chicken Caesar or the garden salad. I thought we'd do something that's a little lighter. It's got a yogurt dressing, and it's one of our specialties at the restaurant.
All right, cool. So what is it?
It's called the apple craisin salad.
Okay.
Now, everybody has different tastes, so I brought different things, but I'll tell you how we make our salad.
Okay.
What we do usually is just take a little spring mix. We like the spring mix as opposed to the iceberg lettuce because it's
More
fluffier
color.
and it has color and
Better
it's healthier.
nutrients. Yeah.
Okay, now, for the dressing, we take some orange juice and put it in the yogurt.
Is that just vanilla yogurt?
Vanilla yogurt it is. You can use plain if you like, but the vanilla gives it a little bit of a nice flavor. And you stir this up until it's nice and consistent.
Just regular old orange juice.
Regular old orange juice. You can use pineapple juice or orange juice. We like orange juice. Okay, so then you take your salad and you want to drizzle some apples, which are soaking in orange juice to give them flavor, 1, and 2, to keep them from turning brown.
Is there a special kind of apple you use?
I kind of like the Empire apples. The Red Delicious are a little too strong, I think, but we use the Empire.
Okay.
And then you take some craisins, some dried cranberries, sprinkle those on top.
Looks nice and simmery.
It is, and it tastes delish. Now, we put Parmesan cheese on it, the shredded Parmesan, not the grated. Some Parmesan cheese.
Everything's good with cheese.
If you like chicken, you could throw a little chicken on there. And a little bacon.
Okay, so it becomes a whole meal now.
Right,
Yes.
right. And then your yogurt dressing.
Wow, so it's pretty healthy too.
Yep, and it takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
to
I was
prep.
going to say not too long.
Nope, and when you're busy in the summer, running here and there, everywhere, there you go.
And a lot of times stuff you just have in the refrigerator, so
Yeah,
that's
most
easy
of the
too.
time, yeah. You have leftover chicken from a dinner.
Marie, you
make
can
you one?
taste
You
it.
wanna
You
try
can
it?
taste Marie. We'll let Marie taste that
You wanna
one.
taste the
She wants the
I get the dessert!
I'm being healthy. I'm having salad.
And she's not happy about it.
Oh, I forgot the croutons. We need croutons on there too.
Always croutons.
I really like the dressing.
I love croutons.
It is very nice and light.
It is. It's summery. It's very.
And that's
healthy.
probably a pretty healthy,
I would
healthy,
say
quick,
so. Along
with
easy
the craisin.
salad. How long did you
Reasonable
soak
portion.
the apples in the orange juice? Just
Like-
while you're making it?
Yeah, right before I came up.
Once you
about
cut
an
it
hour
so that they
before I
don't
came
turn
up.
brown, like you said, right?
Right,
That's
you
usually
put them
when
in
you
orange
cut 'em.
juice and then they don't turn brown. You can use pineapple juice for that too.
I love that idea.
Very
So,
good.
yeah.
I'm going to eat the rest of this later, and you can't have any.
She'll make me one. I know she will.
I sure will.
Dessert time.
All right.
What are we doing for dessert?
We are going to do strawberry shortcake. Now,
I
this
can smell
morning,
these.
I baked these, and what we want to do is any old white cake mix if you want, or if you have your favorite white cake mix recipe. But I baked them with no liners in a muffin pan to give them a little bit of texture on the bottom. So then just simply break it open.
So that's just white cake.
White
Simply,
cake
just
in a muffin
simply.
pan, so it gets a little brown on the outside all the way around, and then it's not soggy. I don't like
So you
soggy.
said just simply, and I
Just
know your name
simply.
Simply something. So is this like the philosophy behind your restaurant?
Yes,
it's a
it
good
is.
philosophy.
Okay, now strawberries. I cut them up, and we add a little sugar. We add that little sugar so it gets a juice on it. Develops a little juice, and then look.
Yeah. Like
Looks
a little
it
syrup.
Wonderful.
looks delicious, and you just want to drizzle this over your white cake, or you could just, if you have like a cheese strudel muffin, or if you have brownies, you could
Gosh,
do
I
it
was
over
gonna say anything,
brownies.
yeah.
You could do it over anything. And then, of course, we need the
And
whipped
you know what?
cream.
Because you're breaking it up like that. If you have a cake that you made for one night that was a beautiful cake and you have leftovers,
Yes, and
then
it
you
fell
just
apart.
make them. Yeah, and
There
put
you
it
go.
Right into the bowls. And
Oh my
There
God,
you go.
looks gorgeous.
And here we
Yeah,
have to
beautiful.
sprinkle a little, and a little bit of chocolate syrup.
Did you bring
You're
the
killing her
chocolate
now.
just for me?
Yes, I did. Drizzle that, and we'll top it with a strawberry.
Look at Kim grabbing the fork.
And
I got my
you
fork
are
all ready.
She's not
good to
letting
go.
her decorate
There
it
you
first.
go.
There you go.
How pretty.
See?
Kim was about ready to eat it before you finished, Debbie.
I was.
She was gonna take it right out of your hand.
I wasn't even done.
I know.
No, that
Well,
and
it's
that
good they
was
took a picture
so
of it.
quick.
And look how pretty. This
Yeah,
took a
beautiful.
whole 10 minutes for us to do. If you,
Here, Marie, grab a fork. I'll
you're
share
good.
with you.
maybe a half-hour prep time before. Thanks.
See, because everybody deserves dessert.
That's right.
Okay,
right.
And
ready?
if you're having
Try.
a light salad, you can have a dessert. And
I'll
this
eat
is-
the rest of my light salad after the strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
Okay, come on. You have to have a bite of your own
Okay,
dessert.
I'll have a bite.
Very good.
That's wonderful.
And so easy.
So easy.
Very light, very light. The whole meal. Took a whole 10 minutes to,
are
maybe a
these-
half an hour to prep.
Are these things that you already did say that you have this salad at the restaurant? Do you,
Right.
And do you do the strawberry
But
shortcake?
you could
as well?
just buy a bag of spring mix at the
Right.
store.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
then you have it in the fridge. Bacon bits, everybody has those around.
Yep.
Croutons.
Okay, and for all those people who really just don't want to be bothered, you have a special treat.
That's right. They could have lunch at Simply Something.
And for
dinner.
one lucky,
And breakfast.
Cooked for you.
That's right.
and for one lucky viewer,
We have a $25 gift certificate.
so all they have to do is go onto our Facebook page and like the right photo, and my guess is going to be with
The strawberry shortcake.
stuffing
probably.
something in our mouth, guaranteed. And you'll have a chance to win. And the restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, we do. We're open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. We close on Sundays.
Lots of good things in between the salad and the dessert.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming in.
Thank you. It's fun.
It is fun. It's simply something.
Thank you.
Simply something.
All right, and it's the talk of the town, too. So we're going to take a break. We've got so much more happening on our show, so don't go anywhere. We're going to keep eating. When we started Talk of the Town last year, it wasn't long before we started getting your ideas on show topics. Over the winter, we heard from Pocono Fishing Adventures.
Owners Matt Walsh and Alan Russell wanted to take us fishing.
Who knew?
Well, now neither of us have ever even been on a fishing boat.
Yeah, and I don't touch worms.
She's not lying.
So we struck a deal. They touched the bait and the fish, and we'd go fishing.
Well, Marie, here we are, our very first chartered fishing adventure. The sun is setting, and it's a night fishing adventure.
You know?
Thankfully, we have some friends from Pocono Fishing Adventures to show us the ropes, right, guys? Hi.
How's it going?
We've got Matt and Alan.
Hi,
Nice to meet you,
Hi,
Marie. Nice to
Alan.
meet you, Cam. You ladies ready to catch some fish?
I am so ready to catch some fish, I think.
All right, good. We're ready to catch
We've
some.
never done this before, so you're going to have to teach us what
It's
to do.
pretty easy. We'll teach you. Well, we're the Pocono's newest premier charter boat company. We're actually NEPA's largest inland charter boat company. We offer the best rates on basic fishing trips. They start at $59.95 per person. Most of our competitors are around $100 a person, so that's a significant savings. We do all our fishing from pontoon boats, custom modified, electric trolling motors, all high quality equipment.
We provide the inside knowledge and put them out there on places that we know fish are and have hit before.
Did you ever fish from a boat before?
I had a friend that has a boat, and he was showing me how to cast. I didn't do very well.
I'll give you a little crash course, no pun intended.
I've only ever fished from the shore, and when I would cast, you'd cast back, and I'd catch my dog.
Yeah. No, none of that, please, ladies, none of that. Bait.
Hey, show it to Kim. Bring that up here.
Here you go, Kim. Nice one.
That's close enough. Remember, I said I'd go fishing if you put that on the hook.
I have to bait the hook, huh? All right.
Oh,
I'll do it for you. Let's see.
That poor worm.
Poor worm.
Did you bring those wipey things?
Just hook
I
'em
did.
first
I
and you're
bought,
good to
I
go.
bought all kinds of sanitary stuff.
All right. Okay, so you want to leave a little slack above your hook there. You know, you don't want to reel your hook all the way up to the top eye. You're going to just take your spool, flip it over, grab the line. Okay? And then the basic concept is let the momentum kind of toss it for you. Okay?
And don't hook Marie, right?
And don't hook Marie.
Okay, I think I can do it.
You're not afraid, Marie?
I'm not afraid of it.
Not like Kim?
No, I'm not afraid of it.
You're gonna touch the nasty worms?
I am. As long as we have those Lysol wipey things, I'm fine.
Did you bring them?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
very good.
gigantic thing of Lysol wipies.
All right.
No, but I don't know if I'm
Ugh.
using any kind of specific technique here.
Yeah, just hook them twice. There's no real. That's good. You want to leave
This
them a
one
little
has like a
dangly.
loop.
Yep, so reel it in.
All right,
A
ready,
little
Jimmy?
bit till
Here I
it's
go.
Right about there.
Why are you crossing me?
That's a good cast, although she crossed you.
Because you're right here. Where could I go?
Yeah.
I think I got the log because I don't think it's not fighting.
You know what's funny?
It's not fighting.
I hook a stick, you get the whole log.
There you go. You got one.
Got one.
Double
Woo, at the
win.
same time.
We both got a fish.
That was pretty good at the same time.
Bigger one, jerk Marie. She got him. It's a goal.
Yay.
Oh boy, look where the worm went.
Haven't seen a good-looking fish since Nemo. Yay! Another fish for me.
Because it's swimming up this way.
Okay, please get him off.
I'll get them all.
I got one. Oh, he ate my. Oh.
Oh, it's a big panfish.
It's a big panfish.
Oh, that's a fish with a big imagination.
I got
Oh,
one.
you got a huge one.
Woohoo, Jimmy! Look at my fish. This is the biggest one so far. Oh, go ahead. Oh.
That's that one.
He's fighting with me. Don't you dare try and get away.
Yeah.
You got it!
Beautiful.
Wow, that was a cool,
Yay!
that was a cool night, wasn't it?
You know what? I had so much more fun than I ever thought I would have.
You know what? Yeah, and Matt and Alan were just great. So for anybody who's thinking about going fishing and they haven't done it before, like we haven't, or if you're experienced, because they know everything about fishing too.
You know what, Maria? I noticed you're wearing your fishing license.
I am. That's because we needed those to be able to go fishing. Where's your fishing license?
Well, you see, the thing is, I wasn't figuring I'm going fishing tonight. Were you going to go back out in this outfit to go fishing tonight?
Oh, maybe I was. You don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
the fish would have liked this look.
They might have. They might have just been jumping right into the boat. You never know.
Now we have to show you one more thing from our fishing trip but before we go on to the next topic. Videographer Jimmy Ty was working with us, and at the end of the evening, he asked if he could put the camera down and take just one cast. So he did, and thankfully Kim picked up the camera.
Woohoo! And I'll tell you what, it's been quite a while since I picked up a camera, so luckily I still remembered how to make it all work. And check this out.
Yeah, I'm in the tree.
Are you? Are you sure?
Yeah, you know, it's a big bass. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh my!
You give him a rod for 10 seconds and you get one.
That's a nice bass, dude. Seriously.
Kim, are you shooting, Kim?
I'm trying.
You got him?
All right, Jimmy.
Are you serious?
I think it's the biggest one.
First try.
I think it's the biggest one.
Well, Matt and Alan want to take some of our fans fishing. They're giving away a pair of 3-hour daily charters to one lucky viewer, just like the proper photo on our July album, and you've got a chance to win. Remember, that's facebook.com/talk13.
Good luck and happy fishing.
Well, and summer is definitely the time we find ourselves looking for refreshing ways to stay cool. How about making some homemade iced tea? It's easy, tastes delicious, and it's really inexpensive. Let's meet Marie in the kitchen and see if she'll share her secret recipe.
Well, of course I'll share my secret. Today we're going to make my very favorite summertime drink, peppermint iced tea. You start with a big pot of water. You put that on the stove. Making peppermint tea is really easy. The first thing you have to do is bring your pot of water to a boil. Now, remember, a watched pot never boils. So let's go outside to the peppermint patch while we wait. So this is my peppermint patch. This is a European peppermint. Now there are lots of kinds of mint. You can use whichever kind you like the best. And if you don't have your own patch of mint, you can a lot of times find it growing in the wild. Now what I do to keep my peppermint patch growing, I don't want to kill it, I want it to keep on going all summer long, is I will maybe cut them about in half so that there's still a good amount of the plant below where I cut so that it will continue to grow. And the mint does spread quite a bit, so if you're going to put in your own mint patch, just realize it may take over the area that you planted in. This is a relatively new patch, so it's still pretty small. And I usually try to get one big handful of mint. Our pot has come to a nice rolling boil, so now all we have to do is throw in our ingredients. Now I use 10 tea bags for a pot of water this size. First thing I do is turn it off so that it can start cooling down a little bit. 10 tea bags. I like to use 5 green tea and 5 good old Lipton tea. So those go in, and the mint that we picked, that goes in. Now I like my tea really strong, so I let it steep until it's completely cool. We're gonna finish this up after it's completely cooled down. So now the tea is all cooled down and it's time to finish it off. So we have the mint in here and the tea bags in here that we want to strain out. So I just have my big strainer and I carefully pour it into a jug. Now there is no sugar in this at this point. The mint actually makes it taste sweet to me. When I first started making my own peppermint tea, I put in about 3/4 of a cup of sugar into a jug like this. Now I put in none. So this is a great way to get yourself off of sugar. You can make this iced tea and every time you make it, put a little less sugar in and your tastes start to change. And I taste a lot of sweetness in this iced tea at this point. Now all you have to do is cool it and it's time to enjoy. Delicious and so easy to make. I could drink this all summer long. Happy summer and happy tea making. We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town. Welcome back to Talk of the Town, everyone. Now, if your summer plans have you hitting the beaches, then I'm sure you'll be checking out all of the seashells. My girls and I always look for shells when we go to the Jersey Shore. How about you, Kim?
That's right. I have so many shells at home from all of the times that the kids and I have gone to the shore and collected shells. So we decided that we have quite an assortment and we wanted to give all of you some ideas on what you should do with all of your shells.
Because you don't want them just sitting in a closet or sitting in the basement or taking up room.
I wound up having to empty the beach bucket from the year before so we could go back to the seashore again and get new shells. So I did a little research. I was just recently at a beach, and so I was checking out all the different things that people can do with shells. So I'm going to bring back some ideas.
Yes.
The first thing, and all of these ideas are so simple. I went to the dollar store. So nothing that you're seeing here costs more than $1. So this was about $1.
And the shells that you collected were free.
Yes,
Right.
you just have to be patient going out. First thing in the morning or the end of the day is when the shells are really, the easiest to find.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of sand. And this was something that I never thought about before. I never took sand
Bringing
from
home
the
sand,
beach.
right?
You always just brought the shells. And if you don't want to bring home the sand, they actually sell sand for $1 at the dollar store.
There you go.
It's at the dollar store, so of course it's $1. So all you do is you start out with a little container, a see-through container, glass is good, and you put some sand in it.
And try not to make a mess, right?
Try not to make a mess, but you know, it's not
all
really
right.
important if you did make a mess. And then, because this is a small container, you just take some small shells.
Like these here?
Like these, and just put them in. And if you have some of your favorites, you put them along the edges.
Okay, so one that you really think is pretty.
Really pretty.
That one's a nice one.
Yes, and you just pop them in, and it's so easy. You can have one little collection per child if you have 3 or 4 kids, or just, you know, one very enthusiastic shell collector. You can just keep going, and you just put them all along the edges. The really pretty ones all along the edges, and then you fill in the middle with the tiny little shells so that it's shell covered all over the bottom. Real simple.
Very simple.
And then, here's an interesting thing. You take a little tiny cup for like a tea light holder. You put it on top, and you find this
votive candle.
Little votive candle. It said seashore to me when I picked it up because it just looked like the seashore.
How to smell it?
Does it smell like
Smells
seashore
good.
to
Yeah,
you?
yeah, it smells good.
And you pop it in, and you can see, so now you have your shells in a little container, and I did one earlier with even some more shells.
Ooh.
And so you can have them sitting on a coffee table, decorations, you can put a couple of them out. One, you know, kids can each have one in one of their rooms, or, you know, whatever. Just be careful if your kids are playing with candles. Okay, the next thing is maybe you're afraid that it'll get knocked over, because that could happen. So, found this. It's just,
it latches.
It's just a jar. This one I liked particularly because it seals.
Yes.
And you know, the sand's not coming out. So, but once again, you just take a scoop of sand, throw it in the bottom, and maybe you take some of your bigger shells and fill that sucker up.
All right. Same thing. Nice ones along the edge. How about a little piece of driftwood?
A little piece of driftwood is cool.
I always like this kind. I don't know why.
Well, you know what? The clam shells, if they're like the zigzag edges, they're just different looking. And it's hard to find really pretty ones that aren't broken. But even sometimes the broken ones can look cool
You
inside
stick the broken
something.
side down in the sand, you'll never know, right?
You never know. And you have so many shells that really you can just put them anywhere. So you just keep filling it up, and you finally close it up. And then what I found was a really cool thing to do, and I did it on this one, is you just tie a piece of twine around it.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
then
pretty.
I did not bring the hot glue today, although I'm a queen with a hot glue gun. If you have a really special shell, you can just hot glue it right onto the top of your container.
Mm-hmm. Good
and
idea.
Then this one I thought was pretty.
Yeah. And that's a broken one. That's a broken one that's kind of been just like smoothed down.
Or you could take, you know, a
Ooh,
really
that's
cool,
pretty.
and this is a really pretty one,
Yeah.
and pop that on top too.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever makes you happy, because there's no wrong way to do it, but at least then your shells are being seen, and it really, the cost was $1, because
Yes.
that's all it cost for the container.
Pretty neat.
Okay, now here's a big thing. You take a flower vase. They sell these, like Walmart, you can get them for like $3. I already put the sand in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you take your larger shells, your big ones.
the clam ones, because you're always going to find a lot of big clam shells, right?
Mm-hmm. And you pop them along the side, whatever you like. And you try and make this the prettiest shells, your biggest shells, the shells that your kids just couldn't leave the shore without having.
They're special ones.
They're special ones. And you can keep filling it all the way up to the top, or you don't have to. And you leave a little bit of room in the very middle. I'm going to tell you why.
I was going to say, what are you going to do in the middle?
Okay. I got this idea because I was visiting a flower shop, and they had this. They had shells in a vase tied with a piece of twine, and this was just a piece of rope I found in my basement. And it looked about like this too. I'm like, oh, that kind of
works, yeah.
Yeah, so then you just tie the piece of twine around it, make it into a nice, lovely bow. It doesn't have to look, you know, particularly perfect because it's supposed to be seashell-like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just had a bunch of little tiny
pretty.
shells, tied them on, and this can just hang sort of in the front. Just one more thing to dangle on the seashells. But don't make them the really nice, expensive shells, because if they're dangling on the front,
They
something
may
could
clang
happen
and
to them.
break.
Yeah, so if they're just little clam shells, It's not a big deal. And you just tie them on. If I can tie a knot.
Very clever, and nothing sitting in the basement.
Nothing sitting in the basement. We'll show our camera that. And then here's the really cool thing. Then you take some flowers. These are just some flowers I had around. And you pop them in the sand. And when I was in the flower shop, this is what blew my mind. They did this. And they were selling a flower arrangement that looks somewhat like this. But I added in a couple of colors. They only had some whites. I decided to throw in a little yellow. They were selling this flower arrangement for $89. So,
all right, how much did this cost?
About $3 for the vase.
Because you found this in the basement and these were around, right?
Yeah, so it's just an easy thing to do, and it says beachy, it says happy, and it's so simple to do.
It's wonderful. You're a genius.
I don't know if I'm a genius, but you know, for a couple of bucks, you could have a really cool flower arrangement. And if it gets tipped over, you know, it's not the end of the world.
You just go into your shell bucket and get some more.
And if you really don't have the time to do all of that, one more quick thing you can do. This is a little magnet.
Oh yes, the little magnets.
And you don't even need a glue gun because now and I didn't even know this, they sell magnets with the sticky already on the back. So you find a shell that you like, and all your kids will have a favorite shell. And you just say, okay, pick your shell.
Automatically a shell magnet.
Automatically a shell magnet. And what refrigerator would be complete without the little shell magnet?
Yes, very quick, very quick. Very nice.
And if you have someone really artsy, they can get out their paintbrushes and paint the year and where you were visiting.
Where you were, right. Special shell from.
That's right. So there you go. Now you have some ideas on shell. And if you really wanted to have fun, Marie, we could put one in your hair. But we're not going to do that today because this is all simple stuff. And I'm not sure that would have turned out well anyway.
Probably not. All right, well, we still have more Talk of the Town. You stay with us. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're still thinking about how beautiful Tina looks after getting her permanent makeup. We want to see that before and after one more time.
You know, it's so amazing how just little transitions make such a big difference.
And she looks so natural, doesn't she? So
Absolutely.
Beautiful, but so natural. Well, Kelly, way back when you first contacted us about Good Morning Gorgeous, you analyzed our faces on TV, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Like many other people.
And now you have to share with us, since you did that, that was wonderful. I loved your email. I want you to tell everybody what you talked about for us.
Okay, I sent you the email and I said, all right, we're going to give Marie just a little bit of fuller top lip, okay? And I'm going to draw it on for you.
Is that a common issue for women that they need more of a top lip?
Yes, a lot of people need a fuller top lip, and also to correct unevenness, we can do that. And there's a natural color ink that'll look just like your lip, regular lip color, where you could put on just clear lip gloss, and you know, you'd never be able to tell. So just go like this, Marie. Okay.
So whenever someone comes in, they get treated to the drawn-on version first to make sure that this is something they're going to like.
Oh, absolutely. We draw it on until they're absolutely happy. Don't ever think it only takes a little bit, because you're in my shop until perfection is achieved. Believe me, until you're comfortable, I'm comfortable.
What takes longer, them to be comfortable or you?
Well, you know, you're either a warm color person or a cool color person, except for Marie here. Very seldom you find somebody who can pull off both colors, and she can. And so if they would come in and they say, I want this color lips, I would talk them out of it. Actually, we would take pictures, and by the time their eyes adjust and they could see what would really look better on them, that's what we do, because you don't want to put the wrong color on someone. And a lot of times they don't realize it because they're not used to it. Once their eye catches it, I'm just coloring your bottom lip.
So that it all matches.
And go like this a little more. This is the Cupid's bow.
Maria will have a perfect Cupid's bow. I shouldn't
Kissy
make her laugh,
lips,
though.
kissy lips. That's what we're looking for.
Right now I can't see her lips, but she's
That was
got
hard.
great
It's hard for me
eyes.
not to
It's
talk.
perfect. I know. We're almost done. Okay. There we go.
Okay, where am I looking here?
Right here is the Cupid's bow, and that's where we wanted to make it a little fuller.
I have a bigger Cupid's bow, or poutier lips.
And you definitely look better than the before shot. I'm not sure when he snapped that, but yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
All right, what would you do with me?
Okay, Kim, what I would do, you have a beautiful oval-shaped face, okay? But we're going to make it look just a little wider.
Okay.
And to achieve that, you would probably tweeze away some of the hairs, because usually they start from the middle of where your eye starts, but we would want to go wider. So we'd tweeze away a few of those.
Okay.
But I'm going to make your arch on the outside of your iris, okay, instead of the pupil, because we want to make you look wider. Okay? And so I'm going to draw that on.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
Should I close my eye or keep it
Nope,
open?
you look at me straight ahead. Okay, so I can measure your...
Aha, I can already see what she's going to do. I can see it, Kelly. I see what you see.
We'd have to tweeze away some of them, but I just want to
This
give you
just
an
gives
idea.
us an idea, right?
Right. Because we always follow the natural brow line.
If you don't follow the natural brow line, you're going to make it look unnatural. Is that what happens?
Exactly, and no two eyebrows are alike. And actually there's a website my daughter just found on the computer where they match up your face identical.
Okay.
Okay, and do you look weird? You know what I mean?
Yes.
With both sides exactly the same. Yeah, there it is. And of course, I wouldn't go this dark. This is just a pencil.
For TV, it's fine.
And this here would be tweezed away in there. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, straight ahead. Let's see. So it would just be a few strokes that would be needed, right in there, at the arch.
Kim, it gives you an automatic lift right away when she pulls that arch out just the teeniest bit.
And we'd pluck all these away in there, and then some in here.
So it would be more
Let me see.
waxing or tweezing.
And so do I look 15 years younger?
You're beautiful. Okay, let me just get a little more here. Yeah, see what that arch does?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
They
And
look,
I can see
they look very thick in here,
right
but
in
again,
there,
but do you see
yes,
the
you would
concept?
take out that little bit right underneath, make them, and it would just take it up a little bit. And yes, you would
Do
look
you see
15
that?
years younger.
Okay,
I
before
think
and
you would.
after.
Okay.
Ah, I
There
can
it is.
definitely
Do you see it?
Do you see?
I can definitely see it up in this eyebrow. This one, I don't know, because my eyebrows are not the same. I know it all the time.
Nobody's are.
I actually have an invention to get the perfect eyebrow when you draw one, when we have it, okay? I have an invention where I do something, I don't want to give away my secret, okay? Where I put the perfect match on the other side, but you have to tweak it because people's brow bones are different and it doesn't
Everybody's
look
different.
natural.
All
And
right.
so Yeah, let's just do a little more here.
She's a perfectionist.
She's a perfectionist.
Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So now we all have our makeup on. Tina's back. Hi, Tina. It's time for us to wrap up our show tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. Whatever you do, we hope that you are the top
Talk of the town.